Today in the news, Texas shuts down its bars as hospitalizations surpass over 5,000. A Fort Worth woman burned down her suburban mansion in an attempt to destroy medical records. And the City of Dallas Hospital Capacity Report. Today is June 29th, 2020, and this is Dallas Weekly News. Hello, I'm your host Deontay Toombs, and this is Dallas Weekly News. Republican Governor Greg Abbott shut down bars in Texas again on Friday and scaled back restaurant dining, the most dramatic reversals yet as confirmed coronavirus cases surged to record levels after the state embarked on one of America's fastest reopenings. The abrupt closures began just days after Abbott described shutting down businesses as a last resort and reflected on how urgently Texas is scrambling to contain what is now one of the nation's biggest hotspots. In the last 4 days alone, Texas has recorded more than 23,000 confirmed new cases, and last Friday surpassed over 5,000 hospitalizations for the first time, a threefold increase from a month ago. It remains far from full retreat, and critics swiftly protested that Abbott was still understating the severity of the spread and contradicting his own warnings. Abbott began lifting lockdown orders in May and accelerated his own timelines on some openings amid protests from conservatives. The number of infections is thought to be far higher because many people have not been tested, and studies suggest people can be infected with the virus and not know it. A woman burned down her $1.6 million suburban Fort Worth mansion while trying to destroy medical documents from her husband's health care clinic, as authorities were investigating the couple for fraud, prosecutors allege. A 7-count federal indictment filed June 17th charges Mark and Melissa Cooper with conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud and healthcare fraud abating and aiding. They both pleaded not guilty to the allegations that they submitted more than 100,000 claims to federal healthcare programs for sham physical therapy, psychotherapy, and pain management services, according to court reports. Mark Cooper operated the Texas Center for Orthopedic and Spinal Disorders with clinics in Fort Worth and Weatherford. The indictment alleges that his wife started a fire to burn clinic records in the outdoor fireplace of the couple's mansion, destroying their home. After the blaze, firefighters said they found charred and burned documents in the fireplace that were still legible, the indictment states. The couple allegedly submitted $10 million of false claims to Medicaid, Medicare, and TRICARE, which covers military members and their families for services they didn't perform, the indictment states. Attorneys for Melissa Cooper didn't respond to requests for comment. Mark Cooper's attorney declined to comment as well. And now, the City of Dallas Hospital Capacity Report. This has been Dallas Weekly News for June 29, 2020. Find these and more stories on dallasweekly.com. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I've been your host, Deontay Toombs. Stay home and stay safe.